Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? Are you getting it? Somebody's getting it for you. What's good, people? Woo, what's good, people? It's a day of a day, another day we call Tuesday. Anyway, they said, what's going on, people? I want to talk to you in reference to, with a plane that went down again, I think for Asia flight, another plane that's gone down. They recovered the plane, and now, the bodies are out there, and they retrieved a couple of people's bodies. So my heart and my prayers go out to the families of the families, that lost their lives, and especially around this time of year. It's the last day, it's close to the last day of the year, basically, for 2014. And it's funny because so many people are leaving before it's like everybody's leaving seems like this month for some reason. Anyway, that being said, I want to talk to you in reference to police brutality and the things that's going on within today's world. Now, I'm not the kind of person that's going to say, it's almost like the kind of thing that I really don't like to deal with, because simple fact of the matter is that everybody has a different point of view when it comes down to it. Now, if I had family which I do, have family that's on the police force, I understand. I have friends that's on the police force, so I understand as well. Then it's the other side of the flip of the coin, which is the bad side. And the thing about it is that we all seem to become divided when it comes down to this, and for some reason race has become an issue when it comes down to this type of thing. Now, the problem that we're having is that the things that black people have been complaining about for years and years and years of police brutality, so many guys have been locked up, incarcerated for crimes that they didn't do. Now what's being done in the dark has been brought to the light, so that people can honestly see with their camera phones what is actually what people have been saying for years and has been overlooked. So as social media has seemed to grow, it has seemed to somehow shine a positive light when it comes down to this type of issue. Now, the problem I have with this is that, people, I don't have a problem with, everybody has their opinion, and that's fair within your own right. But the thing about it that gets me is that when someone tries to compare, well, the police were just doing their job, and the police did say, and I'm not going to say every police person is bad, because they're not. I know quite a few of them that are just very nice, and they're very understanding, and they're not like that. But like with anything, with any races, there's always good people, there's always bad people. Now, the unfortunateness of this all is that when these cops some of these cops that are in these uniforms are really taking advantage of being a police officer. Now, basically what they're doing is they're taking advantage and they're beating someone and they're chastising people on personal views of probably a reflection of things that happened in their past life, and they're transferring this over to other people and they're punishing them for it. Now, the thing about it is that people always say, well, you got to do this with the police, you got to do that with the police. The thing about it is, I notice a lot of people like to compare parking tickets or speeding or I double park my car to what is actually going on. If you're this type of person that's comparing these type of issues because of that, you're really misinformed. The thing about it that people are crying about is that when a white person gets pulled over, I'm just going to be straightforward, I'm not going to bullshit around it. When a white people get pulled over, and I'm not going to say all white, because some people get tickets, stuff like that. I watch people fret and rage, so it's not. When a white person get pulled over, they're like, okay, what did I do? When a black person get pulled over, this may be the end of his life. Okay, fine, you may say, well, I pulled you over for speed or whatever. Get out the car, get out the car. The guns are drawn on you already before you even know what's actually going on. Well, and of course the naysayers of the parking ticket, I'm going to call you the parking ticket people. Well, what did you do to make them do that? With the media we have out there that's going on now, it's showing you that they didn't do anything. You have lawyers saying they didn't even believe the person to the videotape showed up to show that the victim was actually telling the truth. And the lawyer said they didn't even believe him. Now, I have to play devil's advocate with this also as well, and I'm very far from defending the police, but I have to go in on their side on something. I understand that you want to stand up and, go against the cops and stuff like that, but some of you people, and I'm not mean, and I know you said, well, you people, I don't care, are going too far. I can understand you doing your rally, and you're marching on no justice, no peace, and Black Lives Matter, stuff like that, but some of y'all are standing in front of the cops and you're screaming up in their face, and you're saying stuff all up in their faces and stuff like that. To me, you're drawing the line too far. And I understand you want to say da-da-da, you know, you want to march, and, you know, you march. There is a thing called marching. And then there's a thing called get up in a couch space, doing all this stuff with your hand movement. And you're going too far. You're going too far. Because if it was you, and you were sitting in that situation, someone's all up in your face, up in their face, and they're getting hostile and getting mad, you don't know when they're going to react and actually hit you. And you never know when that hit is going to. And I think some of the protesters, and I'm not saying all, are going too far. And I'd like to say this, acknowledge all my light skin, which aka my white people, my vanilla people, my brothers and sisters. They're out there on the forefront fighting for you black people as well. I've seen tons of them. And it's such an enlightening type of thing, because we're showing that we do have a lot of people who really does not agree with the system, and they sit back and they look at exactly what's going on. And my heart goes out to them, and I love them for life. I call them my life brothers and sisters, because they're still my family regardless of our skin. We don't decide what we're going to come out. We just deal with what we've been dealt with. Anyway, that being said, but when it comes to protests and stuff like that, you need to be a lot more fair, because I've watched people who really using these camera phones, and y'all really going too far with it. It's always good to get a point, but you got to understand you're going against a cop. And then you have to understand this, is that when they get you in that car and they drive up, ain't no camera around, that's when the ass whippings begin, and then all the under interrogation bullshit that we don't really see goes on. So you have to be very careful when you're picking your battles and your fights. You know, there's a certain leniency, and then there's certain things you got to be more careful when it comes to your life. And that's all I'm saying, because a lot of people come into court and stuff like that, and I watch it, their faces are beat all over, and I know it's police brutality. You have to play safe, especially when you're going against someone of the law. And I don't agree with a lot of things that they've done, and I'm a product of police brutality, so I definitely know where you come from. And I condone, and I applaud the white people who stood up for the black people, and can honestly say they're going to be fair. And, you know, there's Spanish people as far as that as well. You know, that's been, it's almost a lot of different races and stuff like that. But I don't want to make this just a race issue. I just want to make it like, you got to get the wrong people out of the police business. Because every cop is not a bad person. And I don't think every cop that's a good person should pay for what all the bad ones do. It's the same thing when a transsexual does something to another child. I don't think I should pay for what she did. If another black person does, I don't think they should pay for what they did. If someone raped another person, I don't think I should pay, or the next person should pay for what they did. You just got to learn how to link out the ones. Now I'm going to tell you how you should do the solution. What you need to do is have a decoy person inside these little police academies and stuff like that, saying little smart comments, and see who goes back and tells the informant, let you know what kind of people you're dealing with. You know, sit them inside the office with the police academy and say little, you know, little racist comments and stuff like that, and see which one of the guys to go back and tell, that you can realize that you have people, the right people on your team. And these are the tests that you need to do. You don't need to sit back and just do a written piece of paper, because people of course they're going to say the right things. It's the decoys that get you. The same decoys you use to pick up criminals, the same decoys you use as a walking on the street, the same decoys you should use inside your police academy to try to get these people out there that is not supposed to be there. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to put that out there and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm still going to support the cops, that's the good ones. And I'm going to support people who do the right thing. Nobody's perfect, but when it comes to that type of thing, your life should be on the line, because the person that you run into to save you should be the one that shoots you before you even deliver the message. Anyway, I want to say hello on the people, boom. I want to say hello people, bam. And hope you like my little dude. I'm not going to keep it. And I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want you to do the best way you can. If nobody don't like it, then fuck it.